I had a situation where I needed a break from my job. I had like got sick in my job from somebody being dirty, and then like also was like stressed, and so a homie in Brazil hit me up and was like, dude, like you should come through, and I was like, he's like, I'm gonna pay for everything, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
why would you say no?
Yeah.
Like,
So I was able to use my passport for like the second time in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, man, this is dope. But I'm telling you, bro, being a black person with a passport just makes you feel special on the inside.
It's the best thing,
dude. Cause you get on them planes and you be like, I'm the only black person on this plane, and this is heading to South America, and this feels weird.
Like, you feel special though. It's like, oh shit,
yeah.
like, I'm part of something. Like the world is bigger than what we know. I wish there was more black folks flying. Shit.
Yeah, but so yeah, I went to Brazil and it was dope. I got to. I got to sit on the beach and like, so the reason I have a passport is because when I went to college I studied I was studying anthropology, and but I made like I was kind of going through a lot, and somebody was like, dude, just study something that you like. So I started studying Capoeira. And so I did research in Rio for a month, and that's why I have a passport. So when I was in Brazil, I was sitting on the beach looking at the ocean, like this is the ocean that literally brought hundreds of Africans to this land. And in this land, these African people created something called capoeira, right? And through the passing down lineages of time through oral tradition, somehow they ended up in America.
Right.
And it ended up in my hometown.
Now, well, before you go on, explain to the listeners what capoeira is.
Capoeira is, oh dude, it's so hard to explain that. Capoeira is kind of like this, oh man, I want to do it right. Okay, so capoeira is kind of basically, it's kind of like taking the oppression that they felt on a daily basis, constructing a game that kind of dictates physical movement, and then teaching each other how to find like liberation as they move. You know what I'm saying? It's not a dance because it's also a fight, and it's not a fight because it's a dance, and it's not just a dance or a fight. It's also the music, the oral traditions, the language, the history, the culture. So capoeira is kind of like this. It is literally a manifestation of African resistance to oppression in Brazil from colonialization. And so that I got into it because I used to play Tekken. Like when I was a kid, dude, Tekken was my shit. Like
the greatest game.
It was like first I was hard on Yoshimitsu, and then Eddie came out. And I was like, a brother kicking ass. Oh hell yeah, he my favorite character. And I learned to button mash the fuck out of his combos.
King was in there too, bro. That nigga was a monster,
dude,
bro.
I used to play that game a lot, like religiously, and then one day I was in a situation where I had did like a dance for a Martin Luther King thing program, and met some kids that was like, yo, you know, we do capoeira. I was like, what? And so I went to capoeira. Like that's how it just worked out, and I couldn't even afford it. Like they just was like, look, if you stay dedicated, we got you. Because it's not about the money to certain teachers. It's about how can I pass on this culture? How can I pass on? Okay, I get it. Because in Brazil, people like me, you know what I'm saying, you see black people, especially look at the favelas, like they ain't no different than us.
Right.
But anyway, so I'm sitting on this beach in Brazil, looking at the ocean. I'm like, damn, like this movement, this manifestation through space and time ended up in my backyard. And then somehow I got to train it, and I got taught it, and I got to meet different masters.